never know what it is to be a black man walking down the street. My husband got pulled over one time and he's looking forward and he's like, let me make sure I don't do anything wrong. And then he had to do this in front of our kids, and the officer was talking to him like he was a little child. And I was irate and I got out of character. And yes, I did blast on the police, and I told them about themselves and how they set back our community. We work very closely with the community and NYPD to build relations. And every time one of these negative interactions, heinous acts happen, it set us back so far. We have the pandemic, okay, that's one trauma, right? And then we have the social distant enforcement that was happening. That's re-traumatizing us again. Then we have these killings, these murders by the police officer of our black men. We're traumatized again. Then we cut SYEP for our young people so they don't have jobs. They're not going to have anything to do for the summer. This is a recipe for disaster for our community. So in collaboration with East Flatbush Village, Inc., we're going to kick off Gun Violence Awareness Month, Anti-Violence Awareness Month on June 1st with a rally. We're doing a motorcade. There's been shootings been up in our community. And we're going to have a virtual job fair for the kids on Friday the 5th. And we're having business owners come on, like McDonald's, BJ's, whoever's hiring, to make sure our black young men, our black community is off the streets, engaged in something positive. We're going to have mental health workshop as well, anti-violence workshop. That's not all that we need in our community, but we have to start somewhere, and we got to take care of our own. I don't know when it's going to stop. Our hope is to just continue pushing forward and doing what we got to do. Push on the elected officials. We push our voice forward. I know there's Foley Square at 4 p.m. today. There is a protest. If you feel you need to stand and stand with our brothers, our black men out in the streets, Foley Square at 4 p.m. My brother, Reverend Kirsten Foy, will be leading that charge. We're all black. He said, bring flowers, bring a poster. And if you're not the type that want to go out to do the protest side, if you could give us job opportunities for our young people, I'll put my information in the chat. We are going to also be hitting the streets in the summer. We normally do from 10 o'clock at night. We're going from 8 p.m. at night on Friday nights, and we're going to reach the kids, people where they at, give them job opportunities, mental health support, whatever is needed.
Listen, let me just say this to you. I was in the bio. I was reading how you are involved in technology and the digital divide. I just want to let you know that, a lot of people say, well, why don't you use Zoom or why don't you use Microsoft Teams? This particular company that we're working with is a Black-owned company out of Trinidad that has given small businesses like myself the ability to live stream and have live interaction, digital media. And so, yeah, it's a growing business, but I decided to commit my time to supporting this Black-owned business that is up and running, because the Googles and the Zooms and the Microsoft, they're gonna get their money. But what about But what about these
startups?
With the House of Representatives, they would have gotten away with it at an even a more alarming rate. What we were able to do in the House of Representatives was to, seeing what they did and knowing that they knew what our intent was, go back, because they came back to us because they, I guess, didn't have enough money for their friends and wanted even more money to be put into these programs. And we said, well, here's what happened the last time we fell for the okie doke. We're not falling for it again. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to set aside $150 billion to go to the small mom and pop, the minority-owned business, the Black-owned business, and you're going to send that money through our community-based banks. You're going to send that money through our community-based development financial institutions. You're going to send that through our chambers of commerce that have those connections with folks on the ground. You're not going to send that money through Citibank, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, that already gave the money without people even asking for it. That's the crazy thing.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Wait,
Companies,
I'm sorry. What? Am I understanding you right?
They gave millions of dollars trying to unload this program to people who didn't even ask for it. That's why the people are giving it back. They were like, hey, I didn't ask what, I just took it since they sent it to me.
Wow.
It was that crazy. It's that crazy. And then, so now we're in a position where we are encouraging folks, particularly our entrepreneurs that may have gone the route of those big banks, to double back, apply, because the funding still exists in the $150 billion fund for us to help our small mom and pop organizations, because businesses, because our people didn't have pre-existing relationships like these other companies do. And what we're able to do now is make sure that companies get funded even though they didn't have these existing relationships through non-traditional lending means. And so, I'm encouraging anybody and everybody who hears from me, who, goes to my website, go and apply again. And here are the different organizations you can go to in order to access that funding. It still exists for those who are businesses and are just like wringing their hands because they just don't know what to do. The challenge for us is that our small businesses aren't tied into sort of the political dynamic. Exactly. So they're not clear on how to do it. So we're trying to spread the word far and near about, go ahead, reapply. Even if you were declined, you should reapply again, because now we've set it up so that folks can get that access.
And you can, and people can go on your website, I think, because when I was going through your website, I think as soon as I clicked the page, all the pandemic COVID-19 resources, I think it comes up as a pop-up. So check out Congresswoman Yvette D. Clarke's website, and the resources will be right there. Monique, I know you're listening. If you can, could you put Congresswoman Clarke's link in the chat so people can just pull it up and they can be able to get access to it that way?
Yes, and for people who are waiting for unemployment benefits, we've been very successful. The state regulates unemployment. We send the funding to the state, and then the state has an unemployment system through which they process the claims. And anyone who doesn't have, who has been awaiting that, we can, through our office, make sure that your unemployment cases are dealt with. The direct benefit, if there are any households in the constituency that didn't get the $1,200 stimulus, they should also reach out to my office, because we don't know who received it, who hasn't. No one who is eligible should be without. And I want to make sure that everyone hears that, knows that, and doesn't get dissuaded. We have to persevere. We have to be tenacious in this time. And there's no reason, if you are eligible, that you should not receive those benefits. Now, you notice I said being eligible. The wickedness of people that don't share your values will mean that they will do everything they can to limit access to resources, even in a crisis like this. In our last CARES Act, the Republican Senate, I hate to break it down that way, but they don't share our values.
No, I think it's important that you do break it down, because it's important for us to understand. I don't think that everybody understands what a congressperson does and how it impacts their life. Like, I think sometimes there's a disconnect in our community that we're not as politically astute as we should be to understand what it is that you're fighting for and how that relates to our daily existence. So please break that down, because we need to understand where the barriers are, the blocks are, so that we become a more enlightened constituent.
Absolutely. So you know, Republicans don't share our values. So when we were negotiating the CARES Act, they were emphatic about mixed status families not receiving any benefit. No, you know, the idea, and we know they have been, ever since Donald Trump got into office, have been waging a war against immigrants. And so as part of that continuum, they made sure that in the heat of this crisis, they would not close the deal if we included at that time the immigrant population that need access to the direct benefits. And mind you, all people in the United States pay taxes. Like, right. Particularly if you got your sales tax, you pay, and many pay federal tax because they want to be able to make sure that when they can adjust their status, not paying taxes won't be a reason why they can't adjust their status. So they have something called the ITIN, an individual tax ID number, and they pay federal taxes through ITIN. And they, being the Republicans, know this. So they have always collected tax revenue that they've never given benefits for. Right? We're saying in this last bill that we passed, that cannot happen. Because here's what came to light in the midst of this pandemic. Our lifeline, our essential workers, to a large extent, are the same immigrants that they have held in disdain all this time.
Wow.
There are nurses, right? There are grocery store workers. There are, warehouse workers. They are our meat packing processors. They are our, farm workers. And, for us to not take care of these people who have been a lifeline to us is the ultimate disgrace. So
can I stop you for a second?
Sure.
One hard stop. Because the chat, Patterson is biting at the bit. He wants to say something. Shock Affair, if you are on the video, jump in. I know you got something to say. Monique, come join this conversation. And I just want to tell you the chat is responding to what you're saying. So Dean Johnson out of Brooklyn says Ocean Hill Brownsville community was punished for the community organizing that they did for years. Mr. Pastorino said Trump will say just about anything. So you're really resonating with the people. Shock Affair, if you are still with us, please jump on. Monique, jump on. Want to get some of your voices heard. And I think Patterson is biting at the bit to respond to some of the things that you're saying. This is a very informative. Thank you.
Hey, the Congresswoman hit on some important points right there. I think one that resonated with me is, we pay taxes. They're not giving us any money. This is our money. We pay taxes. So all they're doing is kind of reshuffling the money and sending it back. This is our money they're giving back to us. All right? Let's keep it real. Now, the thing is this. What makes me concerned is we already had high unemployment. Right? So with this pandemic, with everyone out of work, what is going to happen? Like, what is really going to happen to people who have mortgages to pay, rent to pay? You're going to see these kids, they're already in homeless shelters and things of that nature. That's going to be exacerbated, all of this stuff. So I don't know, like, how come some of these mortgage loans weren't reshuffled? Maybe put it on the back end. So instead of paying up front, you put it on. So instead of going 20 years, now 21 years. What's the difference? Because the $1,200 check, that's food for a family of 4 or 5 in New York City. So, like, they asked us to not work to fall back. We did all of that stuff. But how are the common folk going to pay these bills? That's my question.
And Shock Affair, you had something that you wanted to add?
Yeah, I just think that it's really unfortunate that they've stopped teaching civics in the schools, because I think civics is a way for us to exercise our power as American citizens. And without civics, we don't know exactly who to go to, our vote counts, and exactly how we can exercise our power as a result of just registering to vote. That lesson on civics lets us know exactly how many senators, how many Congress people, and all of these access to power that we need in order for us to be restored as citizens. If historically we've looked at how they've managed to take the vote away from us, how they've not taught us how to read, and other different things that have helped to help us become powerful people and powerful citizens. All of these things have been removed. So when we bring up the story of the census, that is yet another thing where they have not really spent any time and teaching us exactly what it's about. I'm going to just tell a quick story, if I may. I am half American, half Haitian. My mother was Haitian, and we did not open the door for the census. Absolutely not. But we didn't understand. We thought that everything was to go into the big, great computer, and people were going to know exactly what was in our house. Now, as a businessman, when I wanted to open up a shop in a particular area, someone said, well, have you checked the census? I said, no. What do I need to do that for? They said, well, that'll tell you exactly what type of people are in this particular district that you want to open your business for. It tells you
Wow.
all of the questions that my mother said was way too intrusive for us at that time. It told what the racial breakdown is in that neighborhood, what the socioeconomic status of that neighborhood, how much disposable income they have. The census is a very, very important thing, and it basically says that we are here. A lot of us talk about how our hospitals are so underprepared for the need in the community, but the way that the information is filtered through these hospitals and a lot of other government grants and everything else is through the census. So, I thank God for representatives like yourself who are at the forefront and trying to make sure that the information comes to our community so that you can do exactly what is necessary to build us up to where we need to be.
So listen, the Congresswoman probably has 20 million other calls that she has to be on, and we really appreciate you taking time out to be with us and sticking with us. We really, truly do appreciate that. You are a person who's, I call it like FUBU, for us, by us. You're from the community, right? You represent the community. You're still in the community. And it is so important, that we support those who are out there fighting for us. Now, there's an election. I'm not one of these PC people. We rocking with Congresswoman Yvette D. Clarke. Y'all feel me on that? So what we need to know from you is, what can we be doing? What can people in your constituents and in the people that are in your area, your 9th Congressional District area, what can they be doing to support your campaign? Because we gotta keep people in there who are knowledgeable, experienced, and who sit on these powerful committees so they can bring things back home to us. What should we be doing to become more politically sophisticated, more active? What's the play here? And then if you could just wrap us up with what you think that we should be doing at this time, and then we will let you go, because we know you probably have 90 million other things to do.
Well, first of all, let me just thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to engage in this conversation with you. And let me encourage folks to go to voteyvette.com. There we have everything laid out. Right now, because of social distancing, we're running a non-traditional type of campaign. We need people power. We need folks to get on the phone and remind their neighbors and their friends that the election is on June 23rd. They should have already begun receiving ballot applications through the mail. And this is an executive order passed by our governor so that people can actually vote absentee with COVID-19 as their excuse. They don't, if they not to pick up this fight. Now, I see other communities communities in this district, organizing with demands and this, that, the other. But when it comes to Black and brown people, I understand life is overwhelming. But you know what? Life was overwhelming when I was young. And I know many a parent and family member that gave up everything, including their future education, their future jobs, to make sure that I could be seated in the House of Representatives representing the 9th Congressional District today. So I know it's possible. And we have to take on the mantle, notwithstanding all the pain, all the anguish that we're in. But we have to pick up a mentality of courage, and we have to get past these fears. You know, I understand people are concerned. Oh my God, if I fill out the census, will they come get me? You know where you live anyway. And if they're not on their way to get you there, fight until they get there.
You're right about that. Listen, I just want to thank you so much. I want to put you. I want you to listen out for this name. There's an emerging group of Black educators who are organizing around agendas that affect our children. And it's a powerful group. There's about 300 of us. And we are not playing. And we plan to be political and we plan to be public in our response to what we think are the inequities faced by Black children. The group is called Black Influencers United, for short, BU. And just listen out for that name, because you're going to be hearing us make noise.
Doc,
yes.
You don't have to say another word on that.
Okay.
Make sure I have the contact for that, because what I have done is I have organized with all of the Black legislators of Central Brooklyn.
That's what so we're going to talk.
We have set a team up, and we have already begun conversations with Chancellor Carranza, because we are not going back to business as usual. And we know that we have a whole host of educators, both in the system and recently retired, because they could not take it anymore.
We got to talk off. We
educate our children, and we want to make that connection.
Absolutely.
Because we've got some demands.
Yes.
We want to see it come through to fruition.
We got to partner up, and we definitely got to talk offline.
Those kismet moments is one of those moments where this was supposed to happen.
Yes.
It's all in divine order, because we need your help.
Well, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk offline, because we'll talk strategy offline. But absolutely, a couple of comments in the chat. Someone has said, unless you are a poor Trump supporter who votes against their interests, Republicans doing the right thing is a tough ask. They sold out our country. We need to do it ourselves. So these are just some of the comments coming from your responses to. I'll let you go without asking you a question. This is very important. Now, how you answer this question might affect your whole campaign. So I want you to listen to this question very carefully, because we hip hop over here. So the question is, who is your favorite rapper?
Oh my God!
This is important now. I don't want you to mess this up.
You can't pick one. It depends on which era you're talking about. It depends on which era you're talking about.
All right, so give me three.
I go back to Latifah. I go back to
Light.
Let me see. Rakim.
Okay.
Let me see.
You don't have to say anymore. You have to say more. Guess what? You have just been certified. Influencers United, for short, BU. And just listen out for that name, because you're going to be hearing us make noise.
Doc,
yes.
You don't have to say another word on that.
Okay.
Make sure I have the contact for that, because what I have done is I have organized with all of the Black legislators of Central Brooklyn.
That's what so we're going to talk.
We have set a team up, and we have already begun conversations with Chancellor Carranza, because we are not going back to business as usual. And we know that we have a whole host of educators, both in the system and recently retired, because they could not take it anymore.
We got to talk off. We
educate our children, and we want to make that connection.
Absolutely.
Because we've got some demands.
Yes.
We want to see it come through to fruition.
We got to partner up, and we definitely got to talk offline.
Those kismet moments is one of those moments where this was supposed to happen.
Yes.
It's all in divine order because we need your help.
Well, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk offline because we'll talk strategy offline. But absolutely, a couple of comments in the chat. Someone has said, unless you are a poor Trump supporter who votes against their interests, Republicans doing the right thing is a tough ask. They sold out our country. We need to do it ourselves. So these are just some of the comments coming from your responses to what you have said. We get ready to let you go, but I can't let you go without asking you a question. This is very important. Now, how you answer this question might affect your whole campaign. So I want you to listen to this question very carefully. Because we hip hop over here. So the question is, who is your favorite rapper?
Oh my God!
This is important now. I don't want you to mess this up.
You can't pick one. It depends on which era you're talking about. It depends on which era you're talking about.
All right, so give me three.
I go back to Latifah. I go back to
Light.
Let me see. Rakim.
Okay.
Let me see.
You don't have to say anymore. You have to say more. Guess what? You have just been certified. Down with the team.
Tribe.
Okay. Well, listen, Congresswoman Clarke, it has been an absolute pleasure talking with you. Please, guys, go to her website. Which is the name of the website again?
VoteYvette.com. Very easy.
Can you, Patterson, can you drop that in the chat?
Yes,
Patterson,
I can.
Can you drop that? Go to her website. Support this sister.
Yvette with a Y.
Yvette with a Y. Support her work. I mean, this was educational, engaging, informative. We gotta get you back on so we can see you and feel your passion. So this is not the first time. This is just the beginning, like you said, of something that was supposed to happen. And we're so thankful that you came on and shared some things that, like, a lot of times we don't know these things. And so thank you again.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much, Doc, and to your team and to the parents and teachers. You know, stay in the struggle, y'all. Thank you so much. And keep encouraging each other. Stay safe, stay strong, stay blessed, stay healthy.
Thank you.
Thank you.